Hi viewers! Welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we're going to show you a series of upgrades you can make to your smart Roadster to significantly improve its performance. We'll start with some basic modifications and work our way up to more extreme enhancements. What is maximum horsepower output from 3-cylinder engine? Let's find out. Before we dive into specific upgrades, the biggest improvement you can achieve performance-wise is keeping your car in good condition. This means regularly changing your oil and oil filter for Roadster is recommended every year or 8,000 kilometers. Changing the air filter and spark plugs every 20,000 kilometers and the fuel filter every 40,000 kilometers. I like to add fuel injector cleaner in the fuel tank after changing the oil. But more about service and schedules in a separate video. The stock clutch actuator can sometimes lag, especially if it is not set correctly. It requires regular service like greasing with lithium spray. Anyhow, there are a few options available. There is a software update for transmission which was available at Mercedes-Benz service after 2005, making shifting gears much smoother and faster. Another option is an actuator upgrade from Optigear which has a stronger spring inside which improves shifting time. To install the upgraded clutch actuator, start by locating the actuator near the transmission. Disconnect the electrical connector and remove the mounting bolts. Replace the old actuator with a new one, secure it with the bolts, and reconnect the electrical connector. You should run clutch adjustment through MB Star or Delphi DS150E. A link is available in the description for Delphi. Benefits: this upgrade will give you a noticeable improvement in shifting time. Upgrade for clutch actuator from Optigear costs €150. Upgraded fuel pressure regulator to 4.0 bar. This mod is a myth, or maybe it is true. I did this mode a long time ago. As I shared a car with my sister, she had no idea that I replaced the fuel regulator, and I was waiting for her reaction. She confirmed the same as what I noticed. The car is more responsive in mid-range power, especially for overtaking. The fuel pressure in a Smart is restricted by a regulator to 3.8 bar. By increasing the fuel pressure in the fuel rail, you can push more fuel through the injectors in the same amount of time. After some research, we discovered that we could use a fuel pressure regulator from an Audi A6, which has a fuel pressure of 4 bar and the same fitment as the Smart. The fuel pressure regulator is located at the end of the fuel rail next to the throttle body. To replace it, first, remove the big retaining clip by sliding it out the back of the fitting. You may need to use a lever if it's a bit tight. Once the clip is removed, carefully pull out the old regulator and replace it with the new one. Secure it with the retaining clip, and you're good to go. Benefits: with this upgrade, you can expect to improve your mid-range power and overtaking capabilities, plus higher fuel consumption. The total cost for this mod is €30. Performance air filter. Moving on, let's talk about the air filter. A high-performance air filter allows for better airflow into the engine, which can enhance combustion efficiency. This simple upgrade can lead to a noticeable increase in power and throttle response. That is what Google says, but in reality, it is questionable if you will notice any other difference than noise, especially in the Roadster. There are a few options on the market: cotton filters and foam filters from different manufacturers. The advantage of a cotton filter is a larger surface area, so it has a higher filtering capacity over standard filters. Initially flows more air than the foam filters. Personally, I tried the K&N filter, and basically, that was the first video that I made for Smart Roadster. This filter requires regular cleaning and oiling with a K&N kit, which costs around €30. A detailed video on how to clean the K&N filter can be found on my channel. To replace the air filter, first, locate the air filter housing. Open the housing by releasing the clips. Remove the old air filter and insert the new performance filter. Make sure it's seated properly, then close the housing and secure it. This upgrade is quick, easy, and effective. Benefits: you can expect to gain some horsepower with a high-performance air filter, along with improved throttle response and great induction noise. Total cost for this upgrade is €50 for the K&N filter plus €30 for the cleaning kit. Intercooler and turbo silicone pipes. Next up, we have the intercooler and turbo silicone pipes. Replacing the stock pipes with high-quality silicone pipes can reduce heat soak and increase durability under high pressure. This helps maintain optimal turbo performance and keeps your engine running cooler. For the Roadster case, the silicone hoses come with a bigger diameter, which is a great upgrade if you want to go further with tuning. To replace the pipes, first, locate the intercooler and turbo pipes in your engine bay. Carefully remove the old pipes, making note of their routing. Install the new silicone pipes in the same positions, ensuring all connections are secure and clamps are tightened. This upgrade will enhance your turbo's efficiency and longevity. Benefits: this modification can help maintain power during extended driving sessions, potentially adding around few horsepower by keeping the turbo system more efficient. This is a great base upgrade for future tuning. Cost: the total cost for this modification is €50 for the whole kit. The link for a product can be found in the description. Blow-off valve. Now, let's add a blow-off valve. This component releases excess pressure from the turbo system, preventing compressor surge and extending the life of your turbocharger. Plus, it gives your car that iconic turbo hiss sound. To install the blow-off valve, you need to buy the kit from Forge, which includes a silicone hose and blow-off valve designed specifically for Smart Roadster. Simply remove the top pipe which is connected to the throttle body and intercooler. Place new silicone hose with blow-off on it. Secure it with the provided clamps and connect the vacuum line. Make sure everything is tight and secure. Now, enjoy the improved shifting performance and that distinctive sound. Benefits: while a blow-off valve doesn't directly increase horsepower, it helps maintain turbo efficiency, which can indirectly improve performance like shifting time. Cost: the total cost of blow-off valve with silicone pipe is €200. Bigger throttle body. A bigger throttle body can also improve performance. By allowing more air to enter the engine, you can enhance power output and throttle response, especially at higher RPMs. There is an option to buy an upgraded original throttle body which gives you more airflow, or to fit a bigger throttle body from Opel Corsa with 1-liter engine. That mod requires silicone hoses, which we mentioned before, and a spacer in order to fit the intake manifold. The connector is the same as on the Roadster. There are other throttle bodies that you can use too, mainly from Fiats, Lancias, and Alfa Romeo. To install a bigger throttle body, first, locate the throttle body on the intake manifold. Disconnect the electrical connector and remove the mounting bolts. Replace the old throttle body with the new, larger one, and secure it with the bolts. Reconnect the electrical connector, and you're all set for improved airflow and performance. This upgrade can provide an increase of power of about 5%, especially noticeable at higher RPMs. It should be considered as an upgrade if you already have some of the previously mentioned upgrades. Cost: you can find used throttle bodies on eBay from €40 up to €150 for upgraded original throttle body. Intercooler. Upgrading the intercooler itself is another great option. A larger or more efficient intercooler can reduce intake air temperatures, which boosts performance and reduces the risk of engine overheating during hard drive. There are two options at S-Man. They produce specific intercoolers for Roadsters, from which the bigger one is twice as thick as the original intercooler and is 4 centimeters wider. The wide red support scoops give 50% more cooling air, and the system has the highest cooling capacity and best airflow available on the market. The set includes all the parts needed to install it. It not only improves the performance of your smart car by 10 to 12 horsepower, but it also cools the engine temperature down to about 10 degrees Celsius. The system is designed by S-Man and hand-built in the Netherlands. It has the same pipe diameters to fit your car intake hoses or to mount the silicone hose set. Benefits: expect a gain of around 10 to 12 horsepower with an upgraded intercooler, due to cooler, denser air entering the engine. Cost: smaller intercooler starts from €600, while bigger one with red scoop is around €1,000. This is the end of Part 1 performance upgrades for Smart Roadster. In the next part, we will talk about more serious upgrades like exhaust, ECU tuning, turbo upgrade, intake manifold, and forged kits, and see what are the limits for this small engine. Let me know in the comments below which of these upgrades you tried and what benefits you noticed. I want to give special thanks to all supporters of my YouTube channel. Until next time, drive safe and have fun.